Loretta, think about disinformation,
Right.
and you work in that huge magazine, very important magazine foundation of the magazine,
Yes.
yeah, and which is very important. And I think The Economist is a kind of reliable source for everyone.
Right.
How do you see the importance of the professional journalists and the
Yeah.
professional media in this landscape of disinformation that we are living?
It's incredibly important, I think, more than ever, young people and also, well, everybody, not just young people, they're relying on journalists to bring them the facts. And especially when you're seeing so much content on social media, on the internet, and you're not really sure who to rely on, it's more important than ever that they can trust journalists. And that the journalists are delivering reliable news that has been fact-checked, and they're, making sure all their sources are, correct and authentic and reliable. So yeah, it is more important than ever that these journalists are interrogating their sources and making sure that they're delivering reliable news.
Yeah. And how did the Economist became create or develop this foundation, the educational foundation related to it? What was the story behind?
Right, no, great question. So our CEO and founder, Emily, she worked within The Economist and she saw a big gap, noticed that young people were struggling to have these conversations about the news, especially disadvantaged young people that may not have access to content and maybe in echo chambers or not have chance to talk about it in the classroom, but also be struggling to develop the key skills that they need to participate in conversations, but also to understand the world around them and also have the creative thinking skills, the problem solving skills, the ability to question the news and also understand about looking for different sources. So there was a bit of a gap there. And so Emily set up the foundation and we work with teachers on the team and journalists at The Economist to create news resources that teachers can use to deliver really exciting, engaging lessons in the classroom. So these lessons not only bring in big topics from global news stories around the world, maybe breaking news, or it might be on big topics like climate change or conservation, that sort of thing. So it enables these young people to have these discussions in the classroom, to develop those critical skills that will help them not just in school, but in their careers and also as global citizens. So it'll help them, have those skills like communication, problem solving, critical thinking, and then also be able to engage in these big discussions about things that they may not have had chance to do so before. So,
When was that? When was
this was in 2012.
Oh, really? So it's quite new.
It's relatively new. And it's become more and more imperative. So Emily noticed the gap then, and it's become more and more critical as disinformation becomes more of an issue, and we're seeing things like generative AI, that sort of thing, where I think young people are contending more than ever with so much information on their social media feeds. They're seeing so much news as they're scrolling through, and so much of it is unreliable. So we're helping to equip these young people with the skills to be able to identify fake news, but also encourage young people to think and try and get more different perspectives. So not just sort of listen to one opinion about a topic in the news, but also seek out others. So to try and question their lines of thinking too.
Amazing. Are you an optimistical person about, are we going to win this battle against disinformation?
That's a great question. I like to think I'm optimistic about it. I think it's great that I think being here and seeing so many people come together to discuss what can we do, that makes me feel really optimistic. I think it's great seeing the young people access the content and hear their opinions. I've been in a few classrooms where teachers have been delivering our resources. It's really great to see these young people with the critical thinking skills. And it's great that there are lots of teachers championing media literacy and trying to develop media literacy for kids at a young age. So it's great to see that is becoming a priority, and that young people and teachers and global citizens recognize it's really important.
Is that a path also to underline the importance of journalism? Do you think the foundation itself, since it brings the name of the magazine, do you think it's a way to put a value in journalism, which is a field that's declining a little bit in terms of trust?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think what we try to do is remain quite impartial. So although we have the benefit of having the senior editors reviewing all our content, so all of our resources go through the same fact checkers and rigorous journalistic sort of eye to ensure that teachers can then deliver the content with confidence. We try to also encourage young people to access a range of different sources. So we're not just saying you should only read The Economist, for example, but you should seek lots of different news from all areas. But we underline the importance of journalists and trying to seek out reliable news sources. So I think we try and promote that and see it as something that's really, really important.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.